Hello. How are you guys doing? Wait, hold on. Let me just check. I think my microphone is connected. Yeah, it is. Because remember last time I did a video like this with my microphone? It wasn't connected. Or like it was, but it wasn't recording. So that's great. You wouldn't really tell that I'm a musician, right? But anyways, hi. I don't really know where this video is gonna go, but I just thought it would be fun to actually talk to you guys about music. Because for the ones who don't know already, I'm a singer-songwriter. My name is Merel Forrest, and I am an indie folk pop singer-songwriter. And as you guys know, I actually started doing these like little vlogs on my YouTube channel instead of only posting covers and like original music and music videos and behind the scenes videos. This isn't really a vlog, but I just kind of wanted to do a bit more than just releasing my music on my YouTube channel. So first of all, I would say welcome to my living room. I thought it would be another setting to sit here, very cozy. I would say get yourself a drink. I actually don't have a drink, which is a little disappointing. But it's like almost 4 p.m. and if I drink coffee now, I'll probably not be able to sleep. So I guess it's just water for me then. But basically, I kind of want to talk about my music discography with you guys. Because I just think it's fun to look back at the things that I've already created and released, the music that I made. So first of all, let's start from the beginning. I started to learn how to play the guitar in 2020. I did that with the lovely YouTube. That's how I started learning. That's also the period when COVID started with like the lockdown and everything. Back then I did have a part-time job. I worked at a bakery, so I did actually still went to work. So for me that was actually nice. I still was able to go to work. But also at the same time, I started to learn how to play the guitar because I just always wanted to do that. And that's also when I started writing my own first songs. And at the end of 2020, in October 2020, when the lockdown was just for a short second not there, then I got my first gig in a little like youth cafe in my city, and it was actually through somebody that I met that was a client at a bakery, which is really funny. He introduced me to that pub and to my first gig, my first own show, and that was really nice. And then lockdown struck again, and then I couldn't perform again, and then I continued performing in the year after that, and mainly my shows mainly started in 2022. But let us look at my discography. I'm gonna take my phone right here and I'm just gonna look at the things that I've already released from the beginning. So like I said, in 2020 I had my first gig. That was also the year in which I learned how to play the guitar, and I also wrote my first songs. So actually I already released some songs in 2020. On my Spotify, I still have 2 songs left from that year. 2 songs that I think are good enough to stay on my Spotify. So there are 2 songs here. The first one is Golden Summertimes. I released this one on the 4th of September in 2020. This is what it looks like. I'm not sure if it's gonna focus. Yeah. This is what it's looking like. It's a picture that I took in Austria. Yeah, this is one of the first songs that I've written, and actually a song that I think is good enough to stay on my Spotify discography. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get like a copyright claim if I play a little bit of my own song because it's actually released, so it's on the streaming platforms. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, this is Golden Summertimes. I'm just gonna show you guys a little part of it because I don't know, I think it's fun. Until I know Okay, anyways, that's a little part of it. Honestly, I think it's pretty good for the fact that I've only was writing songs for a couple of months then. I think it's pretty good. Also, I feel like my voice has changed a lot since then. So then, if we look at the second song from 2020 that's still on my Spotify, it's called Beauty Surrounding Me, and I released this one on the 20th of November 2020. Back then, I was still writing songs mainly about the books, like the storyline in the books that I was reading and the films and TV series that I was watching. I was watching a lot of K-dramas back then. I even started to learn Korean because of it. That is actually an era that is far behind me because I don't do any of that anymore. But back then, I had some love song inspiration from those K-dramas. So I back then hadn't been in a serious relationship yet. So that was not really something I could write about. So basically, Golden Summertimes, that first song, I think is basically about the summertime that I wrote that. Wait, I have the lyrics right here. So basically, the chorus is, I want to run in these golden summertimes and I will be free in this paradise. Now that I know by looking deep inside, I just felt this flow. It all just felt alright. I want to run in these golden summertimes and I will be free in this paradise. I want to run in these golden summertimes. Anyways, that's like the chorus. And as you guys can tell, that's very deep. I want to be free. But like, I like it. For like a very beginner songwriter, I was really happy with those lyrics. And they're different from what I'm writing now, but I do actually really like them. And then the next song, Beauty Surrounding Me, I basically wrote about people and myself who are like addicted to their phones, and that you should actually put your phone down and look around and just see how like beautiful the world is. So these two songs are not about love or anything. They are about my own perspective. So let me just play Beauty Surrounding Me for you guys real quickly. Just lift your head and you'll see there is beauty surrounding me. So basically that was the first verse and a little bit of the chorus. I think the message behind the song is really nice. And also the cover art that I made for this song is a picture that I think my brother took of me when I was on vacation with my family in Germany. So that's really nice. And I was kind of staying in like the same vibe as Golden Summertimes, I think, that year. And then moving on to songs from 2021, that's when I released even more songs because that was the second year in which I was playing the guitar. So I think I also removed some of the songs from Spotify that I didn't really like anymore. But the first one that we got here is Let It Go. Our past does not define us, let it go. Our future needs us now, we both know. So I actually think that these first songs of mine, like, I just feel a little nostalgic listening to them because it's like younger me wrote these songs. Like I was like 20 years old when I wrote these. Like my first ones, I was 19. So it's so long ago. I feel old now. My cover art is an analog photo that I took in Austria. Yeah, love that. So basically, I was already doing that back then. Now I'm also starting to use my analog photography again for the purpose of my song cover art because I think film photos just look absolutely beautiful. So next we have Mess We Made. Then we have The Light, Our Pride, and Lonely Hearts. I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna go through every single song on my discography because there are quite a lot of songs already in the 4 years that I've been doing music. 4 years. No, whoa, it's almost 5 years. So let me just quickly show you. I don't know if my camera, let me just try. So basically we have some songs right here from 2021, as you guys can see. One song that I also really like is Our Pride, because this song, first of all, I wrote it and recorded it myself, and then also someone that I knew from that bakery. See, I was networking back there. I was making connections. But somebody that I knew from that bakery, who still follows my music, he actually produced this song for me, together with somebody else. I think they're like in the same band, and he produced this for me with the other person who is actually a music teacher. I think he teaches guitar and some other things as well. The other person plays the piano, but probably some other things as well. So basically they just like kind of produced it for me without me knowing, and I was allowed to put it on my Spotify. So I replaced the acoustic version for this version, and I think it's so nice. Like, they added some electric piano and electric guitar, and I love it so much. So I'm quickly gonna play a little part for you guys. Like, that beginning alone, I think it's so nice. And then here you obviously hear my guitar, the part that I recorded myself at home. Do you see what I mean? I think this is so cool. And for the ones who didn't know, this is actually like at the end of last year in 2024, I actually started to learn how to produce music. Yeah. Also, don't mind me. I've been sick for the past weeks. So this is actually the first time that I can speak for a long time without coughing every few seconds. But basically, like I was saying, at the end of last year, with my song It Was All a Lie, I actually kind of semi-produced a song for the first time, which is like really cool, and I'm like really happy about it, that I'm finally learning it. Because at the end of last year, I bought myself a MIDI keyboard, and that's something that I wanted to do for a long time, but I never did it, and now I finally did that. And I'm just learning how to produce music. It's still very simple, and that's also kind of how I like it. I don't want my music to become like overproduced, like some music that you sometimes hear on the radio. Not all music though. Some radio music is really great, and some production that is like a little more is also really great. I like both. Like, I love many different genres of music, but like for my own music, I think I really like the fact that it's simple, and mainly to focus on my acoustic guitar, because that's like my main instrument in my music, and the focus on the lyrics is also very, very important for me. But I just wanted it to be a little bit more than just that raw acoustic version that I've been releasing ever up until like last year. So It Was All a Lie, the song that I released basically the 20th of December last year, was the first song that I produced. That was the first time that I actually added some like electric piano to it myself, and that makes me so happy. But we're actually going a little too quick, because I was still talking about the year 2021. I kind of want to show you guys all my songs, but I think this video is going to be so long. It's already pretty long. Then I also have like Lonely Heart. I did write about my own perspective. Not that I was so lonely, but like, I kind of missed having a partner. Not gonna lie. That's actually quite funny because a little bit after that, I met my ex. So then after that, after 2021, I released an EP. Yeah, I released my very first EP. It's called A New Era of Me. And I remember being like really, really proud of my first EP. I was so proud of it, and I still am. This was the first time that I actually made a collection of songs. There are, how many songs are in here? 7 songs. Um, and yeah, so the first song is Growing Pains, then it's Set Me Free, which was actually the first song that I recorded with my electric guitar. The first and the last, no, I think I have 2 songs that I recorded with my electric guitar. Then I have Way Back Home, One Day, The Woman I Am Today, What I'm Living For, and Way to My Heart. I basically wrote it about growing as a person and just coming back home to yourself. And I also wrote it about finding love for the first time and actually having my first serious relationship. So it's called A New Era of Me. So it basically is, it kind of symbolizes also like my first EP, the first time that I'm actually, like, it refers to me starting music and actually starting to live my dream by pursuing music. And yeah, my first EP is like a little baby, you know? Like other musicians and songwriters, they will understand this, that the music that you create and bring out into the world, it's like your baby that you're putting out for everyone to see. Let me just play like a song. You know what? I'm gonna play Set Me Free, that first electric guitar song that I recorded. So I still really like this song to this day. I think it's a really fun song, and I basically wrote it about like following my own path. And like when I say my words are leaving me on these pages I turn to, I'm basically talking about songwriting and actually using songwriting as like my kind of journal, but then putting like turning it into music. And then I also have some other songs, of course, in that EP. Like The Woman I Am Today is also kind of in the same meaning. And then What I'm Living For is about like that I started to realize that the little things in life are actually the most important. So then moving on to 2022, that's the year in which I actually really started to perform live. So that's really exciting. So the first thing that I released in 2022 is my first album. Funny enough, I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna release a whole album. I'm not sure if that was the smartest thing to do, because if you're not such a big artist yet, people are not like they don't really care if you're releasing like a whole album or just a single. But the reason why I wanted to release this as an album is because I feel like all of these songs, it was a story, and I just really wanted to release them as that story. So that's mainly what I was thinking about, and that's, you know, that kind of thing is still most important to me, to stay true to myself. And I felt like it was a story, so I wanted it to be a story. if I released it. So the album that I'm actually talking about is my first album called Bittersweet Love. I'm also still very happy with like the cover art that I created. I think it's really nice. I really like the pink and the blue. That's like the whole vibe of the album. And so basically I have 10 songs on this album. And long story short, not all of these songs are about this, but many of these songs are about my first relationship ending. Let's just say that I had a lot of inspiration about that period in time, and I wrote a lot of songs about it. Heck, I released a freaking album. So let's just say that a win is a win, and I wrote some pretty good songs. A song from this album that I still play every time, every damn time that I still play on my shows is called Hurricane. It's a song that I wrote when I was very, very vulnerable. It was literally right at the end of my relationship, my past relationship. And I wrote it about that, so it's very raw. I was not feeling the best when I wrote that song. But look at it. It's one of my favorite songs right now, still, to play. I always play this one as the last song of my set. So it has a special place in my heart. So let me just play you guys a little bit of Hurricane. So, look at the pink. Yes.
I've been stuck trying to ignore what I've been feeling, but all this love is a hurricane, and all this love makes all this pain. Oh, I want you, but do you want me to? Yep.
So that's Hurricane. Like I said, I still really love this song of mine. And another song that I actually really like is basically the title song of this album called Bittersweet Love. But I sadly don't really play this one in my live sets anymore. There's not really a reason for that, but I just keep on writing new songs, and I just, of course, slowly but surely like replace older songs with newer songs. Let me just quickly play a little part for you guys. I also think that the canvas is really cute. So that was my album, Bittersweet Love. Moving on, I feel like this video is like so freaking long, so if you're still watching, thank you. But if we move on in the year 2022, I also released a single at the end. I released it on the 9th of December 2022, and this single is called Your Name.
Hey boy, I'm longing for you, but I haven't met you yet. And oh boy, how come you're stuck here all over my head? And it's crazy to think about you, but I don't even know your face. And it's crazy to think about you, but I don't even know your name.
So this song I also still play at my shows to this day. So like I said, there were still older songs that I play that I really like. I wrote this song about dating apps, which is quite funny. So I basically wrote it about dating apps because at that point in my life, I was dating. And I was on dating apps. And so I had a lot of frustration about those apps. I had like a love-hate relationship with it because, you know, you do sometimes talk to nice people, but then at the same time, I'm kind of hurting my monstera plant here. I'm sorry. But at the same time, I really hated it. But the fun fact is, right after I wrote this song about dating apps, is when I met my boyfriend. So that's like a funny little story. This is the cover art for Your Name. Yes, literally the day after I released this song is when I met my boyfriend on a dating app. And then we go on to 2023. The first thing that I released that year is an EP again. I released the EP Tales from the Heart. These are still a lot of like breakup songs that I had written about my past relationship. Like I said, win is a win. I was able to write a lot of songs from it, and I was not finished yet. Also, let's just say, I guess I'm not the only songwriter, but it's just something that I really like to write about. Still to this day, I have zero pain in my heart from it anymore. It's been a long time. But I still like writing songs about it, even though I'm completely healed from that experience. It's just something I like writing about, and I know many other singer-songwriters who are also like that. They just write about their past shitty relationship when they're actually in a very good, loving, healthy relationship, just like me. So just putting it out there. That's why I still write songs about it, not because I'm still hurting. No. So basically, that is Tales from the Heart. I basically have 6 songs in this EP, and there are still a couple of songs that I still play. For example, Good Boy is a song that I still play.
So much, but now I don't really care. You caused confusing thoughts and then kept me up at night. I gave you all my love, but you gave nothing back. I gave you all my time, but you knew nothing about giving yours. He's such a good boy, such a kind smile, till you remove the mask. I was your silver, but you were my gold. You left me waiting on a heartbreak.
It's basically quite a sarcastic song, so that's Good Boy. And then moving on to another song that I released in 2023, and that's Let Me Go. This is what it looks like. The cover art for this song is also a picture that I took in Austria. Fun fact, I love Austria and the Alps, so I have many pictures from summers there. Tales from the Heart basically has like kind of like a picture that I took myself. Like a little, a little home photo shoot, I guess. And then I also released Know You Better, which is basically a song that I wrote about getting to know somebody and actually being curious to get to know that person better. So it's a little lovey-dovey song. And then moving on to last year, 2024, this is also kind of where I started this very long video. It's about 2 songs that I released. First of all, I released Love is a Wild Ride.
Love is a wild ride, but with your eyes on the bright side.
So this was actually a change in storyline because it was one of the first very, very happy, silly love songs that I've written. Also, the cover art is a picture that I took of a really beautiful sunset, and you see like my boyfriend's arm right there. And then moving on to one of my favorite songs that I've released so far, and the very first song. This is really not focusing, what the fuck. Yeah, it was all a lie, and the first song that I produced myself. It has a very special place in my heart. This is once again a picture from the Alps. This is actually a picture from last summer. It's an analog photo that my boyfriend took of me, and I love it so much, so that's why I made it a cover art. So let me play you a little bit.
You don't deserve all the songs I wrote about you. I don't know what's worse, being hurt or feeling nothing new. I'm sure it was all a lie. I cried you a river and I hope
So that was actually the most recent song that I released called It Was All a Lie. And now I think that it would be fun if I were to quickly tell you guys about my releasing plan. I was gonna tell you this first, but I don't think I actually did at the beginning of the video. But basically, I have so many new songs that I've written that I have already played during like my live shows the last year. And I'm just really excited to actually be releasing those songs and not only like playing them live. So I thought this year I actually wanted to start releasing music again because like I said last year, I only released like 2 songs, actually maybe like 1 song, like at the end of last year. Basically last month I released It Was All a Lie. So I kind of see that still as like 2025, but whatever. This year, I actually want to try to release a song every single month. I know that's a lot, but at the same time, I love recording my music, recording my songs, writing songs, love that. And I just want to put my music out for you guys to actually listen to. And like I said, I'm learning slowly but surely how to produce my own music. So that's also a challenge for me this year. I'm gonna learn how to produce. I'm gonna release 12 songs, that's the goal, and I'm gonna write a lot of songs. And for the cover art, I am still gonna be using like the film photography that I do. It's a hobby of mine. I really like film photography. And a little sneak peek into the song that I'm gonna be releasing at the end of this month called You. Let me show you the cover art. It's not really a sneak peek because it's already on my Instagram and Facebook, but let me show you anyways. So this is what the cover art of You looks like. It's an analog photo of me and my boyfriend, of course. And this song is actually the very first song that I have written for him when I got to know him. And I'm finally releasing it after 2 years. I also tried producing it a little bit. This is gonna be my second song that I produced, and I'm actually really happy with it. I'm always like a little excited to put it out into the world. It's always like a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't really know what people are gonna think about it. But at the same time, it's my baby, like I said. I put all of my love into it, and yeah, if you release it, it's something like you let it go into the world. And I also just already have sung this song for pretty much 2 years during my shows. It's still in my set because I just really like to sing it. So yeah, I'm just really excited to release it, and then you guys can add it to your playlist if you want to do that. So if you actually want a sneak peek of my upcoming song you can go to my Instagram and my Facebook or my TikTok. You can find me at Merel Forrest Music, and that's where I always post like sneak peek videos of my upcoming songs. So if you follow me on there, you can always stay updated on the music that I am releasing. So yeah, if you want to, you can follow me there. And also, thank you so much for watching this long ass video all the way up till the end. If you're still here, you're a legend. You're a true OG. We're besties now. And thank you for being here. And yeah, until next time. Also, if you want to see more of these like talking videos, I really like filming them because I love talking. Let me know. Let me know. You can leave a comment if you want to. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!